I mean, I'm brown, so I don't.
I mean, you're kind of brown.
I'm caramel, big dog. You know what I'm saying?
No, don't
I'm
go too far.
caramel, dude.
Don't go you went too far.
Man, I'm
I
a
was with you
caramel
when you
joint.
said caramel, maybe like milk chocolate.
Big dog. I'm a caramel joint. Like, you
You
know what
were
I'm saying?
not a caramel drink. Look,
Like the ladies,
for the
the
people
ladies
that's
see
gonna
me.
tune in, and we're gonna play this back later. I pray
We already live.
we watch this, right? No,
Nah,
because
yo.
some people ain't tuned in yet. When they tune in, they see this, and we're gonna play this back on the
They was like,
YouTube,
oh my
Facebook.
God. They gonna be like, oh my God, Willis is just a
But
beautiful
he's not.
pedigram.
You're not caramel, my boy.
Bro, I'm caramel. I'm like a butterscotch or something. You know what I'm saying?
What?
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if you put a honey bun in the oven for like an extra 5-6 minutes,
I'm not doing this right now.
that joint get like brown. That's
What,
what I
bro?
am.
The analogies that you have for me right
And
now,
my skin is impeccable. Like, look,
I
my
can't
skin
do
is
it. I
luxurious.
can't do it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my skin is luxurious. Like, yo, you can talk about my beard, but you know what I'm saying? My mama got some white in her, so I
Yo,
got red hair on my face.
how does the first 70 seconds of the full 94 being live come to your skin and caramel? I just don't understand it.
Yo, because you brought it up. You talked about my complexion, and I had to correct you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a caramel butterscotch. You know what I
But
mean?
look, what I need for you to
If Heavy D stayed in the sun for like 4 hours, you know what I'm saying? But he had on some sunscreen. This would be what it is.
this was
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, y'all. Let's not.
I'm not doing. Look, we are here to talk
The
basketball.
female viewers want to talk basketball and they want to talk Wooders. Like, let's not.
That's
pretend
not even
that's not the case.
You know what? If I wasn't married with 3 kids, I would indulge you in this conversation. I would.
Big dog. I'm handsome. I'm handsome.
I mean, I like your confidence.
Missed a good bar. Well, a couple weeks.
I like your confidence. That's what I live for. I'm glad you got that. You know what I mean?
Hi, Asia. How you doing,
bro?
You amazing first round. All right, let's get to the match.
Don't lick your lips like that no more, bro. Straight up.
Yo, did you see my my post to Asia where I put the "You made a fool of me"? Did you see my joint?
You trying to get this little basketball thing going for real.
So I know C saw.
Lord Jesus, look, man! Shout out to Asia Wilson. Shout out to Vegas. Shout out to them making it to the second round. I'm going to see Stewie and Sue in the second round. I'm excited about that. Straight up, man. Look, you are here on a full 94. We're about that action. I am thoroughly excited. I cannot contain it. The WNBA playoffs have been everything I wanted it to be. Connecticut and Dallas has been a good series. Thought it would be a 2-0. Keep it moving. They got game 3 on Wednesday. You got Las Vegas putting her and I honestly think, look, this was great that we swept them, right? I'm not mad at that. But at the same time, I mean, it's not a full team. The Mercury are not at full strength. So I'm not gonna boast about that win because there's no Diana, there's no BG, there's no Skylar. Like, they're 3 top stars and they were in 8th place. So I'm gonna take the W and move to the second round. Say it again.
If we keep it in the buck though, the Aces are playing so well, they still would have won that series whether it was 2-1 or 2-0. Like, come on, they set a record for 3-point shooting. I
agree. I agree with you. I'm only saying without the GOAT playing, no BG and no Skylar, I just think it was. I mean, we did what we were supposed to do. What's the saying we always have about basketball?
Who the GOAT?
Diana.
Diana's not the GOAT, but okay.
Who the GOAT?
The greatest of all time?
You got Sue? You got somebody else?
Wait, are you saying overall,
Sylvia?
or are we talking about currently?
You got Sylvia? Like, I think who you got?
With all due respect, bro, don't nobody still want to see Cheryl Swoops, man.
I'm not arguing that.
So I'm not.
She's your GOAT?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. I can't argue. I
can't
argue with you.
I couldn't wear like her sneakers when I was a shorty, you know what I'm saying? Because that wasn't allowed. But yeah, Cheryl. Yeah. Hi, Cheryl. How you doing?
Shout out to show, but these shots you taking in the middle of the show, I don't understand.
I'm not taking shots. I'm just listen.
You shooting.
I'm a beautiful skinned black man. I got multiple degrees. My credit gets amazing every day. It's luxury. I gotta use my platform for greatness.
You snapping your wrist right now, my boy.
I mean, I got to use my platform for greatness. Like you know what I'm saying? Who am
What's
I not
going
to?
on? See,
Yeah, what up? See,
I
no,
see that. You can
see,
do that.
no.
Live your life, baby. I'm not even mad at it. Look, at the end of the day, we got some things to talk about. You know what I mean? We got the WNBA playoffs talking about. We got new packages coming for KD. We got the argument of who's really a superstar in the NBA. I don't know. I don't know. That's gonna be a good conversation.
That
I
post
really
was
think
great.
that's gonna be a good piece, man. Rodman throws his name in the hat for trying to get BG out of prison, out in Russia. I think this is a whole lot that we got to talk about, and I'm excited. And I heard Skip said Damian Lillard is not a superstar.
Skip get his drugs from the Carter.
He got to be something.
Yeah,
Got to be something. For anybody to say something like that, they're absolutely tripping. But that's what we're here for. I'm Miles. That's Wildress. Welcome to the 494. Let's get it. Well, my man was showing you mad love on the end of that intro. I tell you that. Showing that clip like that is pure disrespect. But it happened. So I'm not mad at it. Y'all still lost that series. It is what it is. But look, man, we're here to talk about some goodness. About some goodness. I want to first start off with the KD packages. I really think I'm under the impression that KD is not going to be traded. I really, in my heart of hearts, feel that right now, that he will open the season in Brooklyn jersey. However, the Atlanta Hawks and the Memphis Grizzlies have thrown their names into the hat. I think the Hawks are playing with that first offer I saw. And we'll get into it. They playing, right? Memphis has a bevy of picks. Bevy first round. I think it's 5. I think we said
five first round picks, but they hoping that the Nets don't want like Desmond Bane and Jaren Jackson, which is
that's crazy because I want both of them.
Yeah,
give me them 2. Give me 3 picks. I'll give you KD
for that. That's it.
Do you gut your squad for that?
You have to. I mean,
you get KD, but it's gonna have to be Jarrett, Desmond, a rotation player, 2 or 3 picks.
That's not enough.
That's not enough.
You're not getting a superstar back.
You're not gonna get a superstar back.
You're getting 5 draft picks, which I don't know where the draft picks are. You're getting Jaren Jackson, who's a great player. You're getting Desmond Bane, who will be a great player. But there's not a superstar there, especially when you consider Danny Ainge is outside of the Carter sniffing, and he's asking for like a bigger deal than what the Knicks are offering. Like he wants like 7. Danny Ainge is killing the trade market right now. He's making it unrealistic. I ain't like him in Boston, and I don't like him now. So I don't
understand. No, 7 picks makes no sense to me.
But also shout out to the homies at the Grizz Culture. You know what I'm saying? Because if you haven't seen their podcast, they talk about everything Memphis. We were talking earlier, and like they agree with me as far as like the whole thing with the Sixers trade. There's no point in gutting your entire roster for an amazing player.
I get it.
He's gonna give you maybe 4 years because you don't know like how his body is because you know what I'm saying. They're like, oh, he wasn't healthy, whatever. But 4 years, like
I'm in the same vein, my boy. You got 4 years left. You have 4 years left on your contract. However, you're trying to understand and figure out what are you doing with that? Right. The whole thing to me is getting this superstar back. To me, is there's no like people are trading for KD to win a championship. I'm not giving you a superstar that's going to take away my chances of winning the championship. That's the whole point. He wants to leave. I want to go to Phoenix. I want to play with Devin. Hey, give me Devin. That don't make no sense. We're not trading superstars.
You have to put it in perspective, though. When healthy, and he probably is healthy, Kevin Durant is still the best basketball player on the planet. You can't really argue that. So it just doesn't work. I lost the homie. So I'm just going to keep talking. Like I said, you really can't give up um, your entire farm for Durant, especially at a point in time when you're not really sure of number one what you're going to get, and the fact of right now the Nets literally want to take everything that you have, and rightfully so. You signed him for $192 million. Um, Recently, the Nets just stated that Kyrie is off the table for right now. So apparently, Kyrie and the Nets are having discussions about that right now. So ultimately, it's one of those things where if you're the Nets, you have to lower what you're asking for, because the Pelicans said no to Brandon Ingram. The Celtics said no to, I believe, Williams, Jaylen Brown, someone else in picks also. The Suns said no, rightfully so. The Suns could still get the deal done maybe in December with DeAndre Ayton's contract, but then you don't really know if that's going to be worth it. You don't really know if DeAndre Ayton is going to be healthy at the same time. So there's too much that teams right now are asking for KD, considering the fact that right now the Nets really don't have that leverage. Now they could keep him. You never know what happens. It could end up being that, you know, the Nets can keep KD, they can keep Kyrie, they go into the playoffs healthy. You never can tell. And Ben Simmons has just been cleared for 3-on-3 basketball. So you have all these factors that go into it, and it's like, yo, I like KD, but I'm not really trying to mortgage my future on that, especially with all these teams up and coming. Like the Grizzlies are going to be good for at least the next 10 to 12 years if they keep that team intact. It's just not going to happen.
I'll give you 10.
Maybe, I'm going to say 10 to 12.
Maybe 8.
I'm going to say 10 and 12 because their front office drafts really well.
I'll give you that. It's a fact.
So, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. Like the Nets are literally asking for a 2K trade. It's not going to happen.
Not happening. I think KD comes back as a Brooklyn Net, and it is what it is. Like they're not going to get what you want. You're not. Like at the end of the day, when you're trying to figure out what you want and how much you want, it's not going to happen. No team out here is going to give them. Like I think I said this a few weeks back. They called the Lakers.
Yeah.
They said, "Hey, give me Bron and AD." Well, what? What are you talking about?
Because they was waiting for him to say yeah.
Yeah, give you who?
Y'all got Pelinka in the front office. It's possible because y'all wouldn't trade THT for All Stars.
We're not doing this right now.
A year and a half ago.
We're not doing this right now.
Big dog, I'm just being honest with you because you got to be honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Y'all thought THT was Earl Manigault.
No. Don't say we. Don't say we. Rob thought that.
Come on, man.
I thought he was gonna get traded in the offseason.
Nah, bro.
Russell Westbrook came. I said, wait a second. That wasn't the conversation, Rob.
Y'all was hyped with the Westbrook trade, bro. And I tried to tell y'all that the Expendables was not going to work out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was like, oh, y'all see LeBron text and what he said? Oh, keep it on the same. LeBron, we kept that energy, big dog.
I will say this. I was hyped because we got Brody. However, I wanted Buddy Hield for sure. Wanted him for sure. However, I was only hyped for Brody because I believed that he would fit. Right, and he didn't. You know what I mean? So that was part of the issue. I thought if anybody's gonna figure it out, it was gonna be LeBron because he's figured out players before. And Brody was like, you ain't figuring me out. I'm gonna be me, and I'm gonna chuck these shots, and I'm gonna throw these turnovers, and I'm gonna continue to be me, bro.
What players did LeBron figure out?
Say it again.
What players did LeBron?
No, I'm saying when people come to play with LeBron, they figure out how to play with him.
They're all stars, bro. They ain't got to figure out nothing. They lessen themselves for him. Like, come on, yo.
That's figuring it out.
It's not figuring it out. You're lessening yourself
for another. You're fitting into a system. That's what it is. You realize you're not the best player on the team.
LeBron, don't get me wrong, because I already know the sentence is going to come. LeBron's an amazing player. But this unrealistic thought process that he comes in and he just makes everybody better is not realistic. Folks are standing around, especially when you look at power forwards. Kevin Love was with
He was odd man
Minnesota.
out.
He
Chris
was in
Bosh, odd man
purgatory.
out.
He was averaging 20, and 20. Came to the Cavs, Bulls started averaging 10 and 8 and then having emotional distress issues. Chris Bosh. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not making fun of him, but that's real.
No,
Like,
I'm just saying just the way you said it. I'm just
oh no, I mean
I'm not laughing. Look,
seriously.
listen when I say to you, your mental stability is very important. Make sure that is always intact.
Right. No, I take that seriously. But they even said when he came to the team, he started having even more issues because they were saying like he wasn't showing up and he was showing up.
I mean, but is he supposed to get 20 and 20 next to Brown?
Why not?
With Kyrie?
Why not, bro?
I want you to be yourself and do
He's
it.
He's a power forward. If LeBron is a pass-first guard that y'all say he is, which really he's not. I mean, well, he is, but he's a forward. Let me digress that. Please, anyway, what I'm saying is Kevin Love's playing down low. Bro, you get an easy 20 and 15 down low on the Cavs. How?
He should definitely been down there.
Because they were listening.
But you also have to do 4 trips to the finals. They figured something out.
Okay, that's all well and good, but we also talking about this man's legacy. Kevin Love was a monster in Minnesota, and he had to lessen himself. Look at Chris Bosh when LeBron was there, which Chris Bosh was still good. He was an all-star, but then look at what he did when LeBron wasn't there. So it's not a thing.
I think when you're thinking about roles on a team, that they play a role. You don't get KD, Steph, and Clay and Draymond together and be like everybody be themselves. Now that was a different squad because they all shot the ball.
Right, but it's
hard to compare them to somebody else.
But they still move the ball around. The thing what I'm saying is, and it's not totally LeBron's fault, it's just the player that he is and the coaches. When LeBron is on a team, everybody just defers to LeBron, and you see folks standing around. The only difference was Kyrie, because Kyrie was demanding the ball. D-Wade.
But he also created title by himself.
D-Wade demanded the ball. He even stated, in order for us to be successful, you have to take over. Like, that's what it is. So it's not one of those things where I can just be now role players, of course, because LeBron is opening up shots for them. But all-stars, no. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? He deferred to AD, and look what happened when he deferred to AD.
And he went on the court.
But when LeBron don't defer, the all-stars end up having to lessen themselves. And Westbrook coming in there, needing the ball in his hands.
But is that an accurate statement though with the AD thing? Because I think he deferred because it was just them two, and it was like you're a beast in the paint. You need to continue to be that beast in the paint. So I'm gonna play off of you.
But he still deferred. Chris Bosh was averaging basically the same, if I'm not mistaken, basically the same numbers as AD before he got there.
But 2010 to 2016, LeBron,
he didn't.
He was the best player on the court in any game he played in.
But what I'm saying is when it comes to all-stars, difficult because he dance so much, the game plan changes so much. I'm not slandering LeBron. What I'm saying is
I know.
Coaches come in a lot of times and they just give him the ball. They don't run offense. Eric Spoelstra was good for it, and he would do it, but you still saw the adjustment for Chris Bosh at times. Yeah.
I like the 2020 Lakers. I liked how we played, and everybody was there. We didn't defer to LeBron, but when he played up, he stepped up. He had to, right? Like you had Rondo come in and have good games that solidified wins. You know what I mean?
I like the 2020 Lakers, but my opinion is going to be unpopular, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm just saying, no matter what anybody says, you can't take away the championship. That bubble experience, from what a lot of players say, was different. So I wonder how the experience changes if players have to fly to these different cities and the Lakers have to fly to these different cities. Like
I don't disagree with you. I think we win that. We win that chip because we got 5.5 months off. That's why we won.
Yeah.
LeBron got rest and AD got rest. That's why we won that championship. There was nothing else to say about it.
So that's the only thing about it. That's hard to be like, oh yeah. You know.
So tell me this. Okay, so as we're talking about stars, KD, do the Hawks win with the package for getting KD on the roster.
Absolutely not.
They come out the East.
Absolutely not. You're giving up too much, bro. Like, what's it? John Collins, Hunter, and Picks.
And a Picks.
Too much.
I think you need one more person. You're gonna need another rotation guy, something like that. That ain't it.
I still want to see how Murray and Trae Young work out, considering the fact that Murray's not just like a 3-point shooter. And from what Hawks fans keep telling you, Trae Young need the ball in his hands. So how's it gonna work out?
I think this backcourt with Trae and DeJounte, I think is going to be absolutely amazing. I think the way they're going to play off of each other is going to be the biggest chemistry, like trying to figure that out, right? Like that's going to be the biggest thing. Like how do you guys play off of each other and get Collins involved and get Bogdanovich involved and get Capella involved? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's going to be the biggest thing, how they figure it out. I think that's your starting five. I think that's Trae, DeJounte, Bogdan, Clint Capella, and John Collins. Now, does that team come out of the East?
Yeah.
I think they're top five. I don't think they win. I think they're top five.
Top five?
They're top five in the East, yeah.
Oh, stop it. Are you serious?
Give me all 5 teams that are better.
Let's see. Hold on, because I could be wrong. Bucks, Sixers, Celtics, Heat.
Exactly.
That's 4.
Hawks.
There's somebody else.
Hawks.
There's somebody else. I'm missing
Hawks,
somebody.
brother. Raptors were up there last year.
The Bulls?
I think they're better than the Bulls. I think with that starting five, I think they're better than the Bulls.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Stop.
They will finish 5 or better this year.
No, they won't.
Put something on it.
What you want to put on it?
Put another jersey on it.
That's cool.
Top five in the Eastern Conference. We'll go top 5 in the Eastern Conference and put a jersey on it. You still owe me one. I gotta send you that show.
I gotta see the show, bro, because I don't believe it, man. So
I mean, you can watch all one. I think it was like 1 hour and 2 minutes, something like that. But his name didn't come out of my mouth. Period.
I don't believe it
at all.
Not for no hour. Even in our group text, you can't help but bring up LeBron. So I don't believe it.
He's a standard, my boy. He's a standard.
I don't see the Hawks. The Hawks might be 6, but I don't see them being 5.
Oh man, I think it's gonna be good. I think it's okay. We got jersey on it. That's fine.
I don't see them. And you got the Nets. If KD stay with the Nets, you telling me that the Hawks better than them?
You want to go top 6? What are we saying? Top 5?
No, bro. You said 5. You said they 5.
I think it'll be 5th.
They'll be 6 at the most.
At the most?
Most. The team really hasn't changed much, man. The team really hasn't changed much.
Okay.
Let's not do that.
Okay. All right. So what's the better move? The Hawks or the Grizzlies for KD?
For KD, it's the Grizzlies.
That's because of Ja?
Yeah. Ja, you've got a dope culture there. You've got an alpha player there, so you know what I'm saying. We know how KD does with that. That's the better fit. Unfortunately for the Grizzlies, and you got to gut the squad, and you already lost Melton. Why would you do that?
I'm not mad at that.
From a mental standpoint, let me put this out there. The Grizzlies almost beat the champs. They almost beat the champs. And arguably, depending on who you ask, if Ja Morant is healthy, they can pull that out. Why am I gutting that team? That makes no sense.
I wouldn't gut it, but the question is, who do you get for him? That's my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Nets ain't gonna accept anything less than like 4 All-Stars.
Your whole squad.
And when Jerry wants to go into a time machine, like 30 years ago, he got to come back. You know what I'm saying? They want all the Memphis legends. They gotta come. They gotta work the show too. You know what I'm saying? They gotta put on NBA Jam uniforms and they gotta rep Memphis. It's just not realistic, man.
Oh my gosh. I can't, but I think that's part of the problem. Like, if you're trying to figure out like who.
Nobody.
KD's gonna be in that, bro.
KD can't go nowhere, dog.
KD's
you know what I'm saying? He's stuck in I sin. You know what I'm saying? When I run the bases, I'm Jackie Robinson. He need to learn lyrics because he's gonna be in Brooklyn chilling. He's chilling with Steve Nash, bro. That's what you asked for, big dog.
Yeah, but then how do you go back to that though?
Bro.
How do you go back to saying Steve Nash and Sean Marks or me, bro? And you gotta go play for him and listen to him and take orders from him? That's your coach and your GM, dog.
Bro, people go back to uncomfortable relationships all the time, man. That's what therapy is for.
That's hard, bro. I don't know if I can share the floor with homie.
That's what he want. Well, run
You wanted me gone, bro.
When I was a shorty, if you had disagreements with your people, you had to run the fade before y'all be cool again. So maybe they gotta run the fade. You know what I'm saying? And Steve Nash from Canada, so I know Steve Nash can fight. You know what I'm saying? That's all he do in Canada is say hi to you and then punch you in the face.
I love it. All right, so since we're talking about KD, we have covered the WNBA, the playoffs, what they're absolutely killing right now. If you are not tuned in, tune into WNBA, please.
I want to mention with the WNBA that I was right and I'm still going to be right. Aces and the Sun for the shit. So. Yes,
I'm excited about Stewie and Asia, bro. Really, I am.
Here's the thing, right? I don't know when the MVP thing come out, but if it come out and Stewie win,
it's a wrap.
Yo, Asia got to put up Wilt Chamberlain numbers.
Asia on her Grizzly, my bro.
But
there was nothing else.
Token, Kelsey's playing out of this world. Jackie's playing ridiculous. Like the Aces right now are playing.
Shout out to Chelsea. Shout out to Chelsea Gray.
I still see Connecticut beating Chicago because as much as I like Chicago, some days, man, I don't know with Chicago.
I think that game 1 loss opened my eyes a little bit to pay attention. You know what I mean? Like when you play around like that, that's dangerous.
They blew a 13-point lead, and it was like next game was like, we're not playing. It was 31-10 after the first quarter. I turned it off.
I need that, and like I said in pre-show, they were LeBron in the regular season. They were coasting. Let me just get me to the next game.
Hold on, I just want people to know you said that they were LeBron in the regular season. I
am objective. I'm objective when it comes to Brian. I don't know.
You're objective when it comes to who?
I am objective when it comes to basketball. Period. LeBron talking as well.
I was looking for Lightning to make sure Lightning.
Bro, I have never once told you something that was untrue or something that he hasn't done. I own his mistakes as well, bro.
You said he was the GOAT.
His mistakes.
You said Brown was the GOAT. That was a lie.
No, that's a lie to you. That's a
that's a lie.
That's a matter of opinion.
You said Brown was better than Kevin Durant. That's a lie.
No, that's just crazy. You know what? I still haven't put that. I'm putting that out tonight.
What amazes me is how you sit there with that Lakers background and you constantly disrespect Kobe Bean Bryant.
I don't disrespect Kobe
by putting LeBron ahead of Kobe. That is not valid, and it won't be valid.
It is.
I'm gonna take you to the altar, and when it's time for you to go to the altar and I dump you under the holy water, I'm gonna leave you there for an extra 10 seconds until you repent for these lies, because that's what you're doing. You know what I'm
saying? He's the greatest of all time. And
Kobe or LeBron?
You know exactly what I'm saying. LeBron.
It's ridiculous, bro.
It's a matter of opinion. The way I play basketball, I think what he brings to the court is unmatched. I think he was the best to do it. I'm not. But it's not what we're here for. It's not what we're here for. It's not what we're here for. Look, let's prepare for that.
I know you watching the show. You know what I'm saying?
Let's prepare for that.
You're out here wearing Jordans on a daily basis, talking about, LeBron is better. Take them Jordans off, okay? And you go to Marshalls and you get you some.
He got better shoes. No, he got better shoes for real. LeBron not touching Jordans. That's solidified.
I'm not touching Jordan in anything besides passing the ball and making his own team.
He's better. I get it. Whatever.
Take that to the bank.
Whatever.
Mike is
this
better.
argument can be had. You want?
I'm not. Listen.
You made my head hurt.
We had 29 minutes, 32 seconds. We got like 15 minutes left. I want the smoke. You know what I'm saying? At any time, I'll continue it on Twitter. I'll continue on Facebook. I'm tired of y'all disrespecting Kobe. Talking about
nobody disrespecting Kobe.
You lucky he ain't on the show. You know what I'm saying? But
She
I'm
would
gonna be
agree
nice.
with me.
You know, I can't even be nice to C because I know when C come on the show, C gonna turn
Steve
on
would say the same thing I'm saying to you right
exactly
now.
because C want the slander too.
We want the smoke. Look, I'm gonna give you the smoke, right? But we're gonna talk about the superstars of the NBA because that has come into question the past couple of days. However, I will give you this. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna put a pin in it. And next Monday, we're gonna have a conversation. All right, let's have it.
You're gonna be upset. You feel
We got a
me?
week to bring it. Week to bring facts.
You're gonna be upset. You feel me? I'm gonna troll you all week.
Why would you? Why?
I'm gonna troll you all
My
week.
feelings ain't gonna be hurt.
That's what I'm about, man.
At the end of the conversation, you're not gonna change the way I feel.
Come on, man.
We just be talking about it. But tell me this.
Yeah.
There have been questions about the superstars in the NBA, right? Some people say there's only a few. Some people say there's a lot of stars and there's a lot of this. Look at your trolling friend. You see that?
There we go. I got us, Connie.
You know with your trolling.
I got us, big dog.
That's the one you want on your team. Trolling, troll man himself.
Not really, but
troll man. Yeah, that's me.
Not really, but you and Connie was on the same record like 2 weeks ago too. So
I don't even know what accord that was on. It was rare. Let's just say that it was rare.
I do believe so. That conversation originated from Taylor Rooks and Jason Tatum. They had a conversation. I think Jason Tatum was trying to make a point, and he asked Taylor Rooks, "Is Kyrie Irving a superstar?" Yeah. Taylor said yes. Then he asked her, "Is Damian Lillard a superstar?" She said he's a star, but not a superstar. And then rings came up. Skip Bayless, who boy ain't got nothing to do, went on and said that Kyrie Irving is a superstar, Damian Lillard is not. I mean, he's constantly going at Damian Lillard either way. So the question is what the list showed like a list of superstars, which the list of superstars says who are NBA superstars is LeBron James, Jokic, Steph Curry, Giannis, Kawhi Leonard, and Kevin Durant. And it said Luka and Joel Embiid are the only other two players who are close.
Luka's a superstar.
First of all,
Luka's he's been nothing but great since the moment that basketball touched the floor in the NBA.
Joel Embiid is the most infamous player in the NBA. He's a two-time runner-up MVP, even though he should have won MVP last year. There's no way you're going to tell me that Jokic is a superstar and Embiid is not. Luka's a superstar, definitely.
I mean,
Embiid is a superstar also. I do have to, someone, and don't shoot the messenger because I know how people do. Someone that I also shared this with said, well, Kawhi is not a superstar. They was like, yo, Kawhi's not available enough to be a superstar. He was just lucky. And I was
that's
are you co-signing that?
I'm not co-signing, but I can see where you're coming from. When the last time we see Kawhi? He been off and on like a light switch.
He was in
he here, he not. Let me win a little bit, show you how good I am, and then not play no more. Like
every time you're on the court with the Lakers.
What they got to do with nothing?
Every time you're on the court with the Lakers,
it don't matter to me. Man. He ain't won since he been in the Clippers. Beat us in the regular season. Beat it like it don't make sense. Huh?
He beat y'all in the regular season.
That's what I'm saying. He can have that.
My question to you:
He didn't even sniff the finals since he's been a Clipper. I'm straight.
What do you consider a superstar, and who are the superstars in the league? How many of them in there roughly?
It's got to be at least 10 or 12.
Okay, I'm gonna do you like you do me. Go ahead and name them off. Go ahead and name them off.
If I'm thinking, okay, top of my head, right?
Okay.
Bron, Katie, Steph, Giannis, Joel, Dame, Kyrie. Where am I at? Western Conference. Let's stay in the West. You got to give Yoke. He's back-to-back MVP. Got to give it to Yoke. Devin's not there. I don't think he's a superstar. I think is Chris Paul fringe?
As a superstar.
Is he a fringe? He's a fringe. He's a fringe superstar.
Yeah, 7 right now.
I'm at 7.
Yeah, I think 7. Yeah, 7 or 8.
It's got to be a few people I miss. Dame, throw Dame in there.
Yeah, you
He's
put
a
Dame in
superstar.
there.
You don't get talked about you don't get talked about the way you get talked about if you're not a superstar. The way Dame gets talked about.
You put Dame in there already.
Okay, I put Dame in already. I'm trying to think, man. Who am I forgetting? Boston. I don't think they're superstars yet. I think they're all stars for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Katie, Kyrie, James, Harden. I think he's kind of solidified himself as a superstar. That's probably what 9. I'm probably missing a few, but it's more than 6.
As a superstar, so what is your criteria for a superstar?
I think consistency for me. I think having one good season is great. That's awesome. Do your thing. Whoo-hoo, kill it, bro. You know what I mean? But it has to be consistency.
So a player just being consistent makes them a superstar?
No, consistently, like good. Like consecutive MVPs. I mean, not MVP, consecutive like all-star appearances. Like if you were all-star one time, like Chris Middleton, like you're not a superstar, you're an all-star.
Chris Middleton has been an all-star for more than one season.
I mean, but I'm saying the season I'm talking about.
But based off of what you're saying, that would make Chris Paul a superstar.
Chris Paul?
Based off what you're saying, that would make Chris Paul a superstar.
In it earlier, yes. I think Chris Paul was in that. Right now, I don't think he's in there. I think he's Chris Paul off of his name. What he did, what he's done, but not right now. Like Devin Booker. I don't think he's a superstar. I think he's a star. I think he's an all-star.
Okay.
I would put him in a superstar rank. You know what I mean? Like I think Dame because he's consistently been that. When you change game plans for Dame. You know what I mean? You think that's kind of like my criteria, like consistently good, consistently an all-star. Are you a what type of game changer are you? Right?
What about Zion?
No.
Zion's not a superstar?
Zion's not a superstar because he ain't played. The best ability is availability. Like you ain't been on the court, my boy.
But I mean, folks get hurt though.
Can he be? Yes.
But we're talking about, I mean, okay.
Notoriety. Yeah, if you want to go notoriety and popularity, yes.
So I'm gonna give you Bron. So Bron, Steph, KD, Luka,
Facts.
Joel.
Oh, Luka's my 10, yeah.
I'm gonna give you Harden.
Facts.
Giannis.
For sure.
I want to say Kawhi.
You can say it. I mean,
I want to say Kawhi. I want to say Dame. I guess I can say Jokic because you know what I mean. You can't take that away from him.
Anytime back to back, you gotta give it to him.
And my fringe, and I'm gonna get killed for this. My fringe is Trae Young.
I mean, he's not a bad fringe though.
I gotta say Trae Young is fringe because Trae Young has done things that other people on the list have not.
Yeah,
Trae Young has literally turned himself into a problem. Like folks hate Trae Young, and they love to see him play at the same time.
I will tell you this: I just got a comment that came through, and this is your boy. This is the one. This is the one where you. This is the one you got on your squad with you with this argument. Hey, talk to your boy.
No.
The next comment is probably gonna be. He's gonna be Scotty Barnes next. I'm sure. I'm sure.
That's not my man.
Is there anybody that we missed? Is Jimmy Butler a superstar?
I would say yes.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
I would say I think in the past few years, Jimmy Butler has solidified himself from all-star to superstar. When I think about a superstar, I think about somebody who is basically untradeable. Like you got to give up the farm for this dude.
AD?
AD's an all-star. Because we're talking availability, and you saying
you're right. I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't disagree with you, brother.
No. But I think that's where it is. It's hard for me not to say Kawhi is not.
Ja Morant.
Oh yeah, add Ja to that too. Add Ja to that.
I think Ja just got there.
Yeah, he did. And okay. I think Bull from the Timberwolves is next. He's on the cusp.
What about Jason? Oh, you talking about Anthony?
Yeah,
Yeah. What about Jason Tatum?
he's there, but
Is he fringe?
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
He's
Definitely.
fringe. Okay.
Definitely. Like there's still, to me, with Jason Tatum, I don't think Jason Tatum is untradeable. I think he's untradeable for the Celtics.
What about Donovan Mitchell?
No.
Fringe?
I like Donovan. Donovan's an all-star.
He's a consistent all-star. Okay. So there's 10 to 12 superstars.
Yeah.
Can we agree on that?
Yeah. Because like I said, when I think about a superstar, I think about somebody who like, I'm like, yo, why? Why, bro? And you put the Cavaliers up there on purpose.
I'm only posting it because but I got it. Look, we have an interactive. I gotta go with him. You know what I mean?
Why, man? Why, yo? Where's he at, man? Tell us you say something, man.
Oh my Lord, boy.
Like I said, when I think of a superstar, I think of, like you said, a consistent all-star player, but somebody who is basically untouchable in trades.
Here he goes. Are you saying Luka's not a superstar?
No, I'm gonna tell you why he's saying that. He's saying that because we said Jason Tatum wasn't a superstar. You already know how Derrick Rose. You already know how Derrick Rose. And I'm a basket.
But this Jason
I'm a basket.
Consistently good.
Nah, yo, don't answer the question. Derrick gotta come on the show. Derrick gotta come on the show. Don't answer the question.
This is a big fact. Derrick, you gotta come, bro.
You gotta come on the show, yo.
Not on your criteria. That's what he's saying.
No, on based off that criteria, yeah. You're not trading nobody for Luka. Like, come on, stop it, yo.
Luka is untradeable. But Jason, for the Celtics, he's untradeable. Like Jaylen Brown, Jaylen Brown is the one that's getting in the trade talks for KD. So
let me ask you a question.
I think Jason is a star, and he is on the verge of being a super. Because of what they did last season, I get what Derrick is saying though, because depending on what they did last season, even with KD having no help, sweeping those boys was not something anybody saw. Making them to the making it to the finals, like who was it? Jason, Jalen, and
Marcus.
I mean, in terms of consistent scoring, no.
But are we talking? Come on, but consistent scoring. What about the rest of the playoffs?
What has Luka done? Ooh.
What hasn't Luka done?
I mean, what hasn't he done?
Outside of making the finals, that argument is not there. That argument is not there, yo.
I don't doubt that he's not going anywhere. But
of course he's not going anywhere. Y'all want to keep running it back, like
yeah. But if they come to him and that's I do think the Celtics have the best chance to land him though.
Yeah, but to land him, you got a good
because Jalen is he's the best available player in these packages that people have been throwing. You get what I'm saying? Who's better?
Is he?
Who he just went to the Western Conference Finals last season.
Yo, stop answering Derrick. Derrick gotta come on the show. No, stop answering Derrick.
I mean, he did go to the Western Conference Finals.
How would you
with nobody on the squad?
Serious question.
2007.
Jaylen Brown to DeAndre Ayton.
Jaylen Brown.
Are they on the same level or
no?
Now this is not me. So Derrick gonna fire up some comments. You said, how good is Jaylen Brown to DeAndre?
I don't think he's leaving Brooklyn.
Nobody's falling for the trade talk. Nobody even believes.
No, nobody believes KD. Nobody on the 494 team believes that KD is leaving Brooklyn.
I've said it consistently.
Now
if anybody was
comparing DeAndre and Jalen,
yeah,
Jalen's better. I want Jalen.
Is it slight or is there?
No, it's no. Jalen's better than DeAndre Ayton. Period. It's not slight. Don't try to get him fired up. You try to get him fired. I'm not doing this with you.
I think, and I hate to say this.
Say it.
If anybody was able to pull off this ridiculous trade,
it's gonna be the Celtics.
It's gonna be Daryl Morey.
You see what I mean?
It's gonna be Daryl Morey, and I hate it because Daryl Morey.
You're gonna trade half your squad if you get him.
I know.
Half the squad, my boy.
It's gonna start with Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah.
And it's going to end with the Liberty Bell and the rights to Patti LaBelle.
I'm messing with you, man.
On the news.
Now, I will say this: next week, what we're going to have is going to be we're gonna have the goat. We're gonna have a goat talk. Defend your point. I'm gonna tell C the same thing. I believe she's gonna be better. Shout out to C. Prayers up for C. She's not feeling well. Same thing for Connie. Not feeling well as also. We're praying a healing hand over those two. For sure.
Why you flag them off though?
No, no hands. Like I threw it.
Oh, you kind of flagged it, yo.
Look, Darius, I'm fired up already.
You fired up already off nonsense.
He goes to the West if he leaves.
For who? Wait. No. For who? Who's you going West?
We're not doing this. We're not doing this right now.
Who's West for?
Because we're closing. We're closing. We're not doing this with Derek.
When the show is over, bro. Because it's not.
Tell him to holler at you on Twitter.
Derek ain't got no validity.
Y'all can go back and forth.
He just don't want Boston to be. He just don't want Boston to be the reason as to why he has to find a new team to cheer for. Because he knows Boston will gut that team for Kevin Durant if they can.
You ain't lie.
Because for some reason, everybody seems to.
Portland or OKC. I'm not mad at the Portland.
Who are you trading them for?
OKC has picks.
Not trading.
They got players. They got picks.
And they're not trading shit. They've already said it.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Who Portland trading for?
Now look, y'all can continue this beautiful conversation on Twitter.
Jeremy Grant and some good kush from Portland. It's not happening, bro.
Look, this is what it is. Next week we'll be talking about defending your GOAT. I'm gonna tell C to get back on, and kind of should be back by then as well. And then I want us to have solidified your 10 to 12 superstars in the NBA. Now it can be whatever number you want it to be, but make sure you solidify that list.
We already did this, didn't we?
No. I want you to solidify. We talked about it. We named players. We put them in. We put French
Why
players.
do I have to defend my GOAT? My GOAT is literally the greatest silhouette in sports history. Like everybody got on Jordans. Like, come on, stop this, man. Stop.
All right, great. Well, this whole week's gonna be great then. Look, y'all check it out. Y'all make sure y'all come back. Thank y'all for tuning in and tapping in with us. Derek is still going.
Listen, I'm not paying attention. Hi, Asian.
Love you, boy.
I hope you enjoyed the show.
Bro, you done shot your shot too. You done tagged on Instagram, everything. Just call her, man.
Made a fool.
I can't believe you're doing this right now. Look, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all come back to see.
Did you see my boo on the back
of Asia? He been throwing it for weeks. He been shooting for weeks.
My boo is on the back of Ruffle, so y'all go get y'all.
Lord Jesus.
So I can afford this.
Y'all be safe. Y'all come back. Y'all kick it with us. Man, look, thank y'all for tapping in and tuning in. Make sure we continue the conversation here on Twitter because your boy, I know Derek is over there stewing a little bit. So we're gonna have this conversation.
Because Derek is unrealistic. Let Derek tell it. Let Derek tell it. Paul Pierce is the greatest player of all time.
Oh, stop that. He's not crazy. He's not crazy. Derek, he is objective. Is he slightly does he make some moves when he gets talking about the Celtics? Of course. That's any fan. Look, make sure y'all tune in because we're gonna keep talking about this. Make sure y'all tune in, tap in every Monday, 8:30. You shooting these shots. I don't understand, man. Just do a video, send it to her. Listen, we can make the call. Look, we're gonna make the call. Make sure y'all tap in, all right?
Yeah,
make sure y'all tap in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for tapping in with us.
Me to White Castle, I'll get a tattoo of her name. I'm changing.
I can't next show, my name right
will say Mr. Wilson on there instead of Wilders.
As always, man, 494, man. Y'all be easy. Love y'all.